Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to you all. We're here at the First Direct Bank Arena in Leeds for the official ceremonial weigh-in for the Future Now. Simpson versus Williamson for the British Commonwealth and European super middleweight titles. And stacked undercard. It is all presented to you by Ben Shalom and Boxer and broadcast live on the BBC iPlayer and BBC Three. And this event is proudly sponsored by Betfred, Riyadh Season, That Prize Guy and Champion. And we thank you for your on BBC iPlayer at 6 p.m. and then coverage on BBC Three will commence at 7:30 p.m. There are limited tickets still available at boxer.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will commence our first weigh-in of the evening. This contest, 4 rounds, sanctioned in the super lightweight division. Please welcome to the scales first, with 15 professional contests to his name, from Dublin, Ireland, Jacob Maurer. Nine stone, 13 pounds and 14 ounces for Jacob Maurer from Dublin, Ireland. And now please welcome his opponent to the scales. He comes to the scales with 7 wins against just 1 defeat, with 1 win coming by way of knockout, and he comes to us from Accrington, Lancashire. Please welcome Max Curtis. Nine stone, 12 pounds even. 9 stone, 12 pounds even for Max Curtis. Boxers will now face off at the front. Four-round sanction in the super lightweight division. Thank you, gentlemen. And our next contest. Please welcome to the scales a veteran of 128 professional contests from York. He is the Pocklington Rocket, Harry Matthews. $12 stone, 12 pounds, 10 ounces for the Pocklington Rocket, Harry Matthews. And now please welcome his opponent to the scales. He is unbeaten with 13 wins against no defeats, with 6 wins coming by knockout from right here in Leeds. Please welcome Mick Learmonth. $13 stone even. 13 stone even for Mick Learmonth from right here in Leeds. This contest, 4 rounds tomorrow evening, sanctioned in the light heavyweight division. And don't forget, you can catch all the action live and exclusive on BBC iPlayer and BBC Three. Four rounds of boxing, sanctioned in the light heavyweight division. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next contest, we bring to the scales somebody with 30 professional contests to his name from Penzance, Cornwall. Please welcome Dylan Courtney. $14 stone, 1 pound and 6 ounces for Dylan Courtney. And now please welcome his opponent to the scales. He is unbeaten with 2 wins, no defeats, and 1 win by knockout. And he comes to us from York, Yorkshire. Please welcome Bad Brad Casey. "14 stone, 3 pounds, 6 ounces for Bad Brad Casey. Four rounds of boxing sanctioned in the cruiserweight division tomorrow evening, ladies and gentlemen. And now our next contest, which will be our first contest on the BBC iPlayer. Please welcome to the scales with 47 contests, including 5 wins and 1 draw. He comes to us from right here in Leeds. It's Joe the Test Hardy. "11 stone, 7 pounds, 11 ounces for Joe the Test Hardy. And now please welcome his opponent to the scales. He is unbeaten with 4 wins against no losses. Please welcome the Barnsley Warrior, Corey Seager. "11 stone, 6 pounds, 13 ounces for the Barnsley Warrior, Corey Seager. Overseen by Ben Shalom, the promoter of Boxer. You can catch all the action live and exclusive. BBC iPlayer, BBC 3 tomorrow evening. Four rounds sanctioned in the middleweight division.
Joe, all weighed in, ready to go. It is local bragging rights, Barnsley versus Leeds. What do you have to do to get the win on Saturday night?
Just go in there, use all my experience, and yeah, just give it my all.
What kind of fight are you expecting?
I'm expecting a tough fight, because obviously he's a young prospect, so yeah, but I've seen it all before, so whatever happens, happens. Let's go.
Good luck, looking forward to it. Let's go to Corey. Corey, a lot of support here for you. It seems you've got a massive support here in Yorkshire. Talk us through this fight. How does it go?
Yeah, massive support coming back out to Leeds. Big thank you to all my supporters. But I've heard he's coming to have a go, which I like, you know. I like all my fights to have a go, and I'm going to show him what it's all about. I'm tough, I'm fast, and he's just got to be ready, that's all.
First fight on the iPlayer. How important is it that you make a statement tomorrow?
Yeah, big statement coming. And I hope he's ready, like, because I'm coming to win.
Looking forward to it. All the best.
Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we keep the action moving. The next contest, 6 rounds, sanctioned in the super middleweight division tomorrow evening. Please welcome to the scales first. He comes to the ring with 7 contests, including 3 wins, and he comes to us from Stratford upon Avon. Please welcome Lewis Howells. "12 stone, 3 pounds and 10 ounces, Lewis Howells." And now please welcome his opponent. He comes to the scales with a perfect record. 15 wins, no defeats, and 5 wins by knockout. From Shaw Oldham, he is Tommy Gunn Rafferty. 11 stone, 13 pounds even for Tommy Gunn Rafferty. All the action presented to you by Ben Shalom and Boxer. Live on BBC iPlayer and BBC 3. And this contest, 6 rounds sanctioned in the super middleweight division. Six rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division.
Tom, weight made. What did you see when you looked into your opponent's size? That was the first time you've actually got to size him up and see him.
Yeah, I think he's ready for the fight. I'm ready for the fight. I've worked hard for this. I've got a lot of fans coming. It's been an amazing setup for Boxer. I've been really impressed, and I'm ready to put on a show and deserve why I'm going to stay here.
What happens on Saturday night? Give us a prediction.
A good performance. You know, I think when you start going looking for that knockout, then it don't come. So solid performance, doing what I've been doing in the gym, making very little mistakes, and yeah, this is the start of something for me.
Looking forward to it. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I bring out the next contest, let me please reiterate our thanks to our fantastic sponsors, Betfred, Riyadh Season, That Prize Guy, and Champion. Our next contest to hit the scales, 6 rounds sanctioned in the welterweight division. Please welcome first in this battle of unbeaten fighters. He comes to the scales with 4 wins against no losses from Wanwell Barnsley, Jake John Cleary. "10 stone, 6 pounds and 14 ounces, Jake John Cleary." And now please welcome his opponent to the scales, also unbeaten. 5 wins, no losses, 1 win by knockout from right here in Leeds, Ellis Ward. 10 stone, 4 pounds and 14 ounces for Leeds' own Ellis Ward. And ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow evening, somebody's unbeaten record must go. 4-0 versus 5-0 in this welterweight contest over 6 rounds. Somebody's unbeaten record must go. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow evening, 6 rounds in the welterweight division.
Jake, a lot of talking there. Can you share what was said?
Listen, there's one side that's been doing a lot more talking than I have. I intend to let these do the talking tomorrow and bring another win back to Barnsley. That's what I intend to do. We're going to put a good fight on for fans. Somebody's always got to go. It's certainly not going to be mine. May the best one win, but listen, I'll let these do the talking. You ready?
Another local derby. What do you have to do to get that win?
By any means. Listen, it's a show of skill and will, and I'm prepared to give everything in that ring. No stone has been left unturned, and I intend to leave no stone unturned in that ring tomorrow night. That's right.
Looking forward to it. All the best.
God bless everybody.
Let's bring in Ellis. Ellis, somebody's has to go. What happens on Saturday night?
Exciting fight. Like I say, someone's always got to go. But you really think I'm going to let this guy come into my backyard and beat me in Leeds? Come on, we're all Leeds, aren't we? We're all Leeds, aren't we? Nah, on the real though, on the real. Let the best man win, let the best man win. But it's not going to be my We're all Yorkshire.
You have the home advantage, of course. We are in Leeds. Do you think that is going to play into your favour on Saturday night?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fair enough. There's going to be a big Barnsley crowd with Callum headlining. But, you know, I'm confident in my ability and in my skills. And I know what I can do on the night.
Looking forward to it. Best of luck.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the following contests will all be broadcast live on BBC Three, presented to you by Ben Shalom and Boxer, and sponsored proudly by Betfred, Riyadh Season, That Prize Guy, and Champion. Please welcome to the scales. He has 15 contests, including 7 wins, and 3 of those 7 wins come by way of knockout from Bistrica, Slovenia, Alaj Venko. $11 stone, 8 pounds and 10 ounces for Alaj Venko. And now please welcome his opponent to the scales. As a professional, he is unbeaten with 3 wins and no defeats, with 1 win by knockout, and he is the former Commonwealth Games gold medalist from Dundee, Scotland, Sam Tricky Hickey. $11 stone, 8 pounds, 13 ounces for Sam Tricky Hickey. Commonwealth Games gold medalist and unbeaten as a professional. This contest, ladies and gentlemen, 6-round sanction in the middleweight division. Tomorrow evening, broadcast live on BBC Three.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me.
Alaj Venko, Sam Tricky Hickey, 6-round sanction in the middleweight division.
Sam, this will be your 4th professional fight. How have you made developments? What have you added to your arsenal for this fight?
I'm improving all the time. I'm always in the gym. This weekend, obviously, I want to put in another good performance. This guy in front of me has had a bit more experience. He's no mug, but he's never been stopped, so it'd be a real good statement to put a stoppage on that win.
You've said it there. He has never been stopped. He is very durable. How do you plan on breaking him down?
We'll see when we get in there. We'll see how tough he is. You know, he's been in with some decent fighters, but he's never been in with me. So we'll see what happens when we get in there.
Good luck. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to weigh in our co-main feature attraction, 10 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Please welcome onto the scales first, 11 wins to his name, just 1 defeat, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former Midland Area Champion and the fighting pride of Nuneaton, Warwickshire, Ashley, the real deal Eels. Ten stone, 9 pounds, and 3 ounces for Ashley, the real deal Eels. And now please welcome his opponent onto the scales. He comes to the scales with a perfect record. 12 wins, no defeats. 7 of his wins come by way of knockout, and he is the fighting pride of Sidcup, Kent, Elliot Whale. Ten stone, 6 pounds, and 14 ounces for Elliot Whale. This, ladies and gentlemen, our co-main feature attraction, 10 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event of the evening, 10 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Ashley, the real deal Eels, Elliot Whale.
Ashley, conflict, to say the least, at the weigh-in there. Talk to us about this last 24 hours. You've gone from fighting your friend and now you're fighting Elliot, a late change of opponents. What does that do? Tomorrow night, how much do you know about Elliot?
Yeah, I know. We were supposed to fight in the first place anyway, so everything happens for a reason. I'm going to knock him out, and then if he wants it, he can get it as well. It's been my pal, but it's starting to wind me up, mate. Anyone can get it.
Sounds like he's ready. Let's go to Elliot. Elliot, a roller coaster 24 hours for you. What do you know about Ashley?
Nah, not a lot, really. You know what I mean? I don't. He's a bit. Actually, because he did accept the fight from the very get-go, and now, yeah, he stepped up again. But there's no knocking at me. I'll knock him out. That's it.
Is there a change in mentality, or does this affect your camp or how you prepare for the fight at all?
Nah, of course not. I'm a true professional. That's why I come in at championship weight. Do you know what I mean? I've turned up. That's why I'm a real fighter. So don't matter who's in front of me, I'll knock them out.
Prediction for Saturday night?
Knockout.
Looking forward to it. Thank you. Good luck.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to weigh in our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the British, Commonwealth, and European super middleweight titles. All presented to you by Ben Shalom and Boxer. This contest will be live and exclusive on BBC 3 and sponsored by Betfred, Riyadh Season, That Prize Guy, and Champion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the scales the challenger. He has 21 wins against 4 defeats with 1 draw and 15 big wins by knockout. He is the former IBF European champion and the former British champion. He is the reigning English middleweight champion and the fighting pride of Darlington, Troy, Trojan Williamson. 11 stone, 13 pounds, and 6 ounces. For Troy, the Trojan Williamson in our main event. And ladies and gentlemen, this contest is our Betfred fight of the night. And now it is time to welcome to the scales the defending champion. He comes to the scales with a perfect record, 18 wins, no defeats, and 13 big wins by knockout. He is the former Central Area champion, former WBO Intercontinental champion, and the reigning and defending British, Commonwealth, and European super middleweight champion. He comes to us as the fighting pride of Barnsley, Yorkshire, Callum Simpson. $11 stone, 13 pounds, 11 ounces for the defending champion, Callum Simpson. Main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the British Commonwealth and European super middleweight titles.
Troy, all weighed in and ready to go. What did you see there when you looked in Callum's eyes?
Just a guy that's in my way that I need to take care of.
You heard the fans. It's going to be a very pro Callum Simpson crowd in there. What do you think is going to be your reaction to that crowd?
I'm going to fight for it. The fans can't win in fights. They can make as much noise as they want, but there's only me, him, and the referee in the ring, so that's all that matters.
You've said all week that if you touch him, he goes over. You think you can stop him. Does this fight go the distance?
No, I don't believe it does, no. I do believe when I touch his chin, he's going to know about it. And when I have him hurt, I'm going to take care of him and get rid of him.
Good luck for tomorrow. Callum, as always, a crowd that is very much behind you. What does it mean to you just to have the Barnsley faithful here again?
Means everything. You know, this close to Christmas as well, everyone's travelled through straight after work. It's bloody Mad Friday. Instead of going at local, they've come down here to come and support me, so thank you. It means a lot, always means a lot, always means a lot. To be fair, they're probably going out for a drink after this, like, but yeah, it means a lot, mate.
Troy seems very up for this. He thinks he can get to you and stop you. What kind of fight do you see?
He can have it any way he wants it, whether he wants to box. He's been wearing a hat all week saying war on it. If he wants a war, we'll have a war. Whether he wants it, he can get it.
As far as predictions, I know you're not really one to make them, but if I can push you for one, what happens on Saturday night?
Listen, I'm going to be winning no matter what. Whether it's a stoppage, whether it's points, I'm going to be, like I said, I'm not coming tomorrow just to defend. I want to dominate, and that's what I want to do. I want to show that I'm above this level, and that's what I'm planning on doing on Saturday night. I'm going to be bringing them belts. They're in Yorkshire now. They're staying in Yorkshire. They're not going any further up north.
Callum, good luck for tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to recap, tomorrow evening, our preliminary bouts, 4:15, BBC iPlayer at 6 p.m., BBC 3, our coverage commences at 6:30, and as you've seen there, it's going to be a fantastic evening, culminating in our main event, 12 rounds of boxing for the British, Commonwealth, and European super middleweight titles. We will see you there.
We're set. Perfect. Callum, come and join us. How are you? Good to see you. Do you want to jump in the middle? Jump in the middle. You're the main man. Weigh-ins just finished then, Callum. Home crowd. The noise in it is absolutely raucous. For you, what does that mean?
It means everything, mate. I've got, you know, like I say, it's Mad Friday. They could have been out having a few drinks, but they've come here straight after work, crazy traffic, to come and support me. So yeah, it means a lot, mate. It means a lot. And as well, I've got my fight kit tomorrow as an away day colour scheme. It's more like it's not even an away day, even though we release it's not even an away day because the crowd just make no matter where we go, they make it like home.
Well, the cameras can't see it, but if you turn it round, when you were up here weighing in, it was a sea of red.
Yeah.
So literally,
it is, mate.
You Reds, that was the chant from behind there. They were loving it.
And they are about to have Mad Friday right outside this arena. That's for damn sure as well.
Definitely, yeah. It's still early enough. They'll all be out straight after here, but hopefully, as I get a few interviews done, I'll go and have a few pictures with them all and see everybody. So yeah, it should be good. It should be fun.
Listen, we're right here now. We're on the precipice. It goes down tomorrow night. You know what he's all about. You've just seen him come off probably the best win of his career. He fights one way. It's all action. It's in your face. Is this a case of you just using your physical attributes to dominate this fight, feed him the jab, play to your strengths, and just outbox him?
Could be either, mate. Could be either, because my strengths are working on the inside, high pressure, and conditioning, engine, work rate. But I can also box as well, which I've not seen, I've not shown too much of. So obviously I'm not going to go into too much what their plan is, but whether I box him on the jab, keep it long, mid-range, close range, like I said on there, any way he wants it, it can get it. And no matter whether I work on the inside, mid-range, any range, I believe I'll come out winning, no matter what it is.
There's a lot of boxing going on this weekend, a lot of high-profile boxing, if you like, going on this weekend as well. But everybody in the industry, anybody that knows anything about this sport knows that this, or is predicting this to be the fight of the weekend. Is that how you see it, or do you see this as actually quite a routine defence?
I think if anyone that knows Callum Simpson, they know I'm in exciting fights.
Always.
Anyone that knows Troy Williamson, they know he's in exciting fights. So I think you put 2 and 2 together, you can't not have an exciting fight. Obviously, I want it exciting for the fans, but if I can get hit as little as possible, hit him as much as possible, then, you know, not first round knockout, I'll be buzzing, I'll be happy with that, you know, overtime. But like I said, on paper, it'll be a tough fight, but until you get in there, again, I don't just want to defend my titles, I want to dominate, and I want to show why, you know, I want to be fighting for world, you know, Crawford's vacant, I want to be pushing on for world titles by the end of next year. I want to be in world title eliminators, I want to bring world titles, I want to become the Barnes' first world champion. But you've got to get through people like Troy to do that. But I believe I'm above Troy's level, you know, whether he's British, European level, you know, he's talented, he's tough, he's experienced. But again, I believe I'm going to go on to bigger things, but I've got to get through Troy Williamson first.
And for the two of you, I know you don't want to divulge too much about the fight plan going into that, but I think for us looking at it, is this won or lost on the inside? And how much work have you done on that, being close up against each other?
I think it's...
He says you won't fight him on the inside, you know, he said that yesterday.
Yeah.
He said Callum won't meet me on the inside.
Well,
we'll see.
I said it, been walking around with his war hat, I said if it's a war you want, a war you'll get. Like I said, if I fight him on the inside, I'll beat him. If I fight on the outside, I'll beat him. So either or. I always work on the inside anyway, like when I'm sparring. Yeah. But again, as a boxer, I want to learn from every fight, every camp. There's no point in me just fighting inside every fight, because when it comes up to someone who's got better IQ that can box a bit more, I need to be able to box the back foot as well. So I've been working this camp, been working on inside, boxing at range, mid-range work, everything. Like I said, we've covered all base. We're having middleweights in, super middleweights in, light heavyweights in. So again, whether he's fast on his feet from his experience in past, or if he's a bit heavier because he's moving up in weight now, or he's a bit more flat-footed, I'm doing 12 rounds, 30-second rest with two free sparring partners for the past 4 weeks, and making it as hard as possible for me. And when I'm going in for my 7th round, a fresh lad's getting in who's at a good level, and I'm saying, right, put it on me, like bring that pressure. So yeah, I said no stone left unturned. I'll put the work in, and we're going to see on Saturday night why I believe I'm the man at 168. I believe I'm the man, and I want to prove it, and I'm going to prove it in style, in good fashion.
Can't wait for it.
One more for you, just before you go off. I think we spoke about the fans out there, but your family out there too, and how much that means to you to have that support. I know how close a group you are, but to put on something special in front of them on the BBC, what does that mean for you, and what an opportunity is that?
My family to me are everything, like everything. I've got an amazing family. You know, there's so many people out there that I've like, whether it's the mum or the dad, and they don't get along and stuff, but my mum and dad separated when I was about 3 years old, and my stepmum's amazing. My stepmom is my mum. If I didn't have my mum, my stepmom is my mum. And not my stepdad anymore, but I was brought up with my stepdad as it was the dad if my dad wasn't there. So I've been fortunate and so privileged to have such an amazing upbringing. And my families, even though they're separated, they come together for these events for me. And you know how it is when they break up, they don't get along for a while, but the made amends for me because it's, you know, and it's just that's so special. My brothers and sisters on both sides, families on both sides. From my step family, they're not step, they're family, and yeah, it's just crazy important for me. And again, they're all here today. They show out all my brothers. I've got 4 brothers. I only had 3 belts. Every time I get a belt, an extra one can carry the belts. Now I've finally got 4 now. One of them had to carry Barnes' scarf last time, and I said, "Oh, you're going to be carrying scarf?" He went, "You've got a 4th belt." I was like, "Oh yeah, I have actually." So yeah, everyone's got a belt now. They're all happy. No one's arguing over who carries flag or whatever. They're all good.
Don't be fighting over who carries the British, because the British is the one. The British
That's
is
it. Well, my
gorgeous.
brother Bradley is the eldest, so he's going to have to carry it. Yeah.
It
goes on which one's the heaviest belt as well. The WBA is a heavy one, so you'll have to see. They've been in gym. I've been putting them on a training program, get them in gym, shoulder pressing.
Well,
Brilliant.
Callum, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And hopefully you give him the best Christmas present you could.
That's it, exactly. Thank you, mate.
Good luck, champ.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. I'll take that mic off you.
Thank you, mate.
Whoa. I think we've got Ben joining us now. Ben Shalom, boxer promoter, just coming up on the stage.
What did he say, Sam? A happy fighter is a dangerous fighter.
And he is, because he looks confident. He looks really confident.
The closer you get to a Callum Simpson fight, the bigger the smile gets. And that tells you one thing: not only is he talented, not only does he love the fact that he's got a great support, but the work's been done. That's when you know a fighter's confidence. When the work's been done, when it's all in the tank, when the game plan is ready, that's when fighters are at their happiest. And look at him. You'd think he'd won the fight already. That's
He's
how happy
bouncing
he is.
around.
Yes.
Ben, we were just talking now, just how happy Callum Simpson looks, and a confident fighter. for you, what type of performance are you expecting from him now?
I have to say that in his last fight against Ivan Zucco, he didn't make the weight that well. And I remember it was a similar scenario where there was a ceremonial weigh-in, and it just something for me just didn't look right. This time, he's come in there, and I can see these scales. These scales are on. He's at 183, 184. It's 6 o'clock. That's 15 pounds in a matter of hours. He's absolutely enormous. He smashed the weight. There was absolutely no problem with it. He's got a new nutritionist. Felt unbelievable. I think it's going to be devastating tomorrow night. He looks great. I think by the time he gets in the ring, he'll have put on another 5 or 6. He'll be big, but you know, he's a better fighter as well, but it looks good. Troy looks brilliant as well.
Looks phenomenal.
And he's going to stick it on Callum from the first round. I'm convinced that's what Troy's here to do, is just get on top of Callum as much as he can in those early rounds.
Well, there's a reason why this fight and this fight alone has captured the attention of the industry, captured the attention of boxing this weekend, because Callum is a fantastic fighter. But Troy's in Last Chance Saloon. His back's against the wall. He punched a lottery ticket, beating Mark Dickinson, and he thinks he's cashing it in here tomorrow night. He's not going to take a backward step. He insists Callum won't go close with me. And I'm like, Callum Simpson does his best work up close. Of course he's going to fight up close.
He's
Honestly,
Callum doesn't know any other way.
it's crazy. I've not seen the ring yet, but I presume it's just a telephone box instead. Right in the middle of the ring, just put him in there.
Listen, the thing is, you can tell Troy's thriving off it as well. You can tell he's enjoying it. You can tell he's enjoying being the away fighter. You can tell he's enjoying being the underdog. He's got about 1,200 to 1,500 coming down from Newcastle tomorrow, so it's still going to be a lot of support in there for him. So it'll be tasty. I think we're over 9,000 now in that arena tomorrow, all for the main event. So, listen, I'm very excited, but I think Callum has to show it. I'd be disappointed if we see a 50-50 classic. I want Callum to show his level.
Of course, you want to see that statement, of course. But even if we get that trademark performance, even if we get that statement performance, it's not going to be easy. And he's going to have to earn it the hard way, because Troy ain't going out anyway, except on his shield.
Yeah, I know. And listen, as I say, Mark Dickinson, when he went into that fight, I remember people were telling me how good Troy looks in the gyms and how he's training, and that things are different now. And you never believe it, because especially when fighters go through different weight classes, and they're always, how many fighters I've had where I was dead at the weight, I was dead at the weight, I was dead at the weight. He looks good. He looks like he is comfortable. He looks like he is ready. But Callum's such a big super middleweight.
Yes.
I think that's what will be the difference, as well as his pedigree. But yeah, I'm so excited. It's Christmas, as I said, December 20, Leeds Arena. The atmosphere tomorrow night is unbelievable.
You've just heard it here. It was pretty raucous in here.
Got a taste of it.
Yeah, we've got a taste of it. But I tell you tomorrow, if you've not been to a Callum Simpson night, it's always been outdoor. So for us, it's always been, you know, when it's outdoor, it's not necessarily contained.
Yeah, you lose the acoustics.
Yeah, tomorrow night is going to be absolutely wild, and I can't wait.
Well, Ben, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck for tomorrow, man.
Thanks, Ben. Cheers. Mega.
Oh, look, Ben's
There's one happy promoter.
That's it.
And
Happy
again,
fighters, happy promoter.
listen, the cards took a bit of a kick in the last 24 hours after our reshuffling the co-main event, a few other things going on. Usually, promoter be pulling his hair out by now, but Ben, happiest man out there, absolutely knows that he's got a great fight in his hands.
How are you, mate?
See you again, Troy.
Nice to see you again.
You doing all good?
Yes.
Just spoke with Callum there, and he was, well, and we said afterwards how confident he was looking and how much of a happy fighter he is. Is it similar for you? Are you happy? Are you confident in this camp?
Yeah, definitely.
Don't let this stoic face fool you, you know what I mean? Behind the eyes, he's locked in.
I'm locked in. I am happy. I'm not having to cut like 18, 19 pounds day before, so I'm a very happy fighter now, and obviously the old cliche is a happy fighter is a dangerous one, and I feel really dangerous at the minute.
Yeah. Listen, Callum's up here. He believes he's making a statement. He's talking about world titles in 2026. He's talking about the crowd being behind him and it being his night. We've heard all this before in your career, Troy. How many times have you come in as the underdog, the perennial underdog, if you like, and spoilt the party anyway?
Yeah, loads of times. Obviously, he's bound to say that he's got world title aspirations, and he's looking ahead because he's a fighter. Like I do myself. Not of that. I also look like ahead without looking past my opponent, if that makes sense. So he's bound to say that. He has got a great crowd. They made plenty of noise there, and there's only not even 100. So, but I've got a great crowd coming myself. The crowd can't help him, no matter how loud they are. So in the ring, there's only going to be me hand him, and may the best man win. Obviously, I'm really, really confident in getting the job done and causing an upset.
Ben Shalom's just told us he reckons there's going to be about 9,000 in there tomorrow. So the atmosphere is going to be absolutely insane. Have you been down to the ring? Have you had a little look? Have you stepped on the canvas?
No, not yet. I've been at this arena many times. I've boxed in this arena a couple of times, obviously not at the magnitude of this fight. But I can remember being at this arena when Stewie Hall won the world title, and he's from Darlington. So I'm going to replicate that. Obviously, I'm not going to win the world title, obviously, but I'll be definitely taking them 3 belts back to Darlington.
You talked about self-belief yesterday and that Callum didn't have any. Was it different stood up here today? Did you look him in the eye and think any different of him?
No, not really. That's just something that I picked up on. He's like 20 minutes to walk to the ring. Like, do you really need to ask anybody for advice? Like, what's a bit of advice going to help you? You're literally going to walk to the ring. I know when I'm in that change room, ready to walk to the ring, the work's being done. I never doubt myself. Even on the losses that I've took, I've had full self-belief. Thought I was going to go out there and do the business, which obviously I didn't. But yeah, I'm a confident man. There's nobody that believes in me more than anybody in the world.
And look, you said there about asking for advice. If Callum was walking to the ring now and we were to give him advice on how to beat Troy Williamson tomorrow, what would you say to him?
There's no advice because nobody, and I mean nobody's going to see this version of Troy Williamson tomorrow night. And that's a guaranteed fact.
And you've been through the trenches this fight, Cam. You were saying yesterday about, you've not had time to spend time with your family. We've got a fairly young child as well. All that energy being put out tomorrow, what's that going to feel like for you?
That's my motivation. My little boy at home, and I've got another baby boy due in March. That's the only motivation that I need. I'm trying to provide a better life for my 2 kids, better than the life that I had. So there's nobody tomorrow night that's going to beat me.
Will your partner be ringside tomorrow?
My partner's going to be here. 650 guys from Darlington Teesside and guys from Leeds is going to be here. It's going to be a hell of a night.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, when we speak to Callum, when we speak to Ben, they know this is going to be a tough fight. They both accept this is going to be an incredibly tough fight. But they're talking about the next conversation. When we speak to you, when I look into your eyes, Troy, for you, I don't feel like there is a Sunday. I don't think you've even thought about Sunday. For you, it's everything goes down here tomorrow night. Your entire life is on tomorrow night inside this arena.
1,000,000%, because a big win, what I'm going to do tomorrow night, and the style that it's going to end in, it's life-changing. So, yeah, like, they can stand up here and say, like, they know that they're in a hard fight. Like, I've seen comments online and people on social media, like, they're looking at him, he's big, good-looking dude, 18-0, he's got 3 belts. They just think that he's going to win. And they just think that's going to be a walk in the park. This is not going to be no walk in the park. He knows, his team know, they're having a real fight on tomorrow night.
Finally, can we get a prediction from you? And I know you've said a knockout. Will it come early? Will it come late? We've seen him hit the floor early before.
It can come early, and we all know that I carry power late on into a fight. I'm telling you, when I land clean on him, if I hurt him, I will be getting him out there.
Well, Troy, best of luck, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Troy.
Go
Enjoy
well
the next
tomorrow,
24
man.
hours, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's tasty.
Listen,
it's tasty.
This is the best part about the final 24 hours of fight week, when you get to look into the whites of the eyes of these fighters and see into their souls, where they're coming from. And usually, a lot of times you get fighters, certainly challengers, underdogs like what Troy is, talking themselves up, trying to feed their own confidence, trying to build themselves up. You look into his eyes, he means every single word he's saying. He is here tomorrow 100%, and Callum Simpson needs to be as well.
Well, if he's talking about a lack of belief that Callum Simpson has, there's definitely not a single ounce of self-belief. Well, he is going for this, Troy Williamson, and we're in for a hell of a night, Nick.
I can't wait.
I'm putting you on the spot now. They've left, so they won't hear you say it, but what's your prediction for tomorrow?
Listen, I think the bookmakers are never usually too far wrong with things like this. Callum is undefeated. He is a lot bigger. He's going to look gigantic compared to Troy in there tomorrow.
Yep.
But I'm telling you now, this could be the hardest fight of Callum Simpson's career. I think he will get it done. I think he will get over the line. But I think it'll be points decision. And I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them had to pick themselves up off the floor.
It's not going to be an easy one, but like we said, a big week for boxing. This one is the fight. This one is going to be Fight of the Week, live on BBC 3 with the main card getting underway from 7 o'clock. Be there, do not miss it.